guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the BA and Product Management Days 2021. My name is Lilia, and I'm Product Manager at Epam, and today I will be a moderator of this session. So now we are having an amazing practical session where a few of our colleagues are going to pitch their product ideas, and our experts from the company are going to ask questions, evaluate, and in the end, we're going to select a winner who will also receive a prize. And I think Irina will be able to tell you a little bit more about that. So first, let's introduce our juries. We will start with Irina. So Irina, please, the word is yours.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm on the jury's list because I didn't want to have 4 people in the jury team and to have some, equal marks for several ideas. So I put myself as a maybe person, but yeah, talking about myself, senior product manager at Epam with more than 10 years of experience in product management sphere and one of the organizers for the conference.
Awesome. Next up, let's go with Roman. Roman, please, word is going to you.
Hey, hi colleagues, hi everyone. It's great to see you today here. I hope we're going to be having a great session today. So my name is Roman Sakharov. I'm Director of Business Analysis. Also had experience in working in different roles as a product owner, as a product manager during the start of my career. Yeah, and also helping to build this competency for Epam together with Irina. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Next up is Uday. The word is yours, please.
Hi, everyone. Uday here. I'm a product manager here at Epam. With about 10, 12 years of experience in product and consulting. Really looking forward to all the fresh ideas and see what's in there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And final, but not the least one for sure, is Daria. Please, the word goes to you.
Hi, thank you, Lila. Hi, everybody. Happy to see you every here. And my name is Daria, and I'm a product manager at Epam with huge experience in business analysis before, and I'm happy to participate in this session. Thank you.
Awesome, amazing. Now a few organizational notes. First of all, you can ask as an audience your questions on our Community Z page. There we have a Q&A section where you can post all your questions that will be also reviewed by our committee, and they will make a judgment whether it is a really difficult question that we should ask or not that much. So yeah, feel free to post your questions and post comments as well. And a little bit about the mechanics of the session. Each of the presenters is going to have 5 to 7 minutes to present their idea. After that, we will follow with 5 to 7 minutes of Q&A. And we will wrap up by finishing our session. The decision will be made offline and announced at the closing of the conference. So with that being said, I think we should start. And the first up is Jadesh, who will present his idea. Jadesh, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you, Lilia. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. I'm Rajesh. I'm here to present my idea on that meets the current or contemporary issue, which every country is facing. That is predicting your COVID occurrence in an individual. Okay, let's see what exactly caused me to come up with this idea. So when I was observing my personal activities as well as my friends, colleagues, families, and other nearby and neighbors activities, it was evident everyone is in panic mode, or at least they are trying to check their whereabouts and symptoms about COVID and how their health is. So what's happening in this COVID time? So during this difficult time, the first question surfaces is, do I have COVID? Then let's check. Do I have fever, cough, or tiredness, or dry cough? So let me check my temperature. If I don't have, okay, then all is well, fine, that's good. And if I have some little bit of fever or temperature is around 99 degrees centigrade. Then let me check my O2 levels. Is it within my range? That is it above 95, or is it between 90 and 95, or is it less than 90? If it is good, then okay, all is well. But again, I start repeating this process of getting panic whenever I feel some little bit fever or tired or coughness. Then I check whether I'm able to talk or breathe properly, or am I breathing heavily, or I'm able to walk for a little bit stretch time, say 15 to 20 minutes without any pain or pressure. So all this is happening at least once in a day if I observe an individual. So if these are mild symptoms, then we can stay at home. But if it is crossing, what we are going to do? Definitely we'll be seeking for consultation. How can we reduce this repeat checks for ourselves? So that's where my idea came up, which is like, what if we predict COVID occurrence? Can we have a mobile app which predicts COVID occurrence in an individual by collecting information such as demographics like age, location, and symptoms and severity, and date of identification of these symptoms and when exactly you are reporting? And if there is a difference between them, then definitely it is a high risk profile. And if the difference in the dates are less, then we can assume at least that it is of less risk. We can create a hypothesis. And what are the existing conditions and historical findings which can be taken as optional, but which are critical in nature? So why can't we build an app based on these data points, and which is easy to download and easy to use, which is safe and secure? So that's where the problem was identified. That's where the thought process came from, and that's where the definition came. What exactly I was looking? What is the idea here? To build an app, okay? To build an app which collects basic information such as name, date of birth, country, and symptoms, which as shown in the mockup, and gather the data and data points, and create a hypothesis and test the accuracy. And we obviously need to identify a model that can predict, which says that your COVID occurrence prediction in next 7 days is 8%, indicating that it's safe. Okay, and there can be other levels like 11 to 30 can be risky, and greater than 31 can be, you need to consult an HCP or a doctor. Yeah, initially we might face some error, but once we collect the feedback from users, then definitely we can improve the algorithm and retrain the algorithm to give expected results. Okay, and how I'm seeing the data here. We have the user base and we collect the demographics and identify the patterns. How do we identify the pattern? It can be through symptoms, or it can be, say, geography, location. If you see here in India, India can be considered as one of the worst hit country. So we can consider, though it's not critical, but yeah, we can give a weight for geography as well. And symptoms can be the highest symptoms can be given with the highest weightage, and also conditions and time as well. Time difference between the reporting time and the identifying time. We can create a hypothesis and mention and move towards identifying whether that hypothesis is correct or wrong. And by demographics, I say it can be age, gender, or other things. So we can group into age groups, and we can identify which age groups are being identified as more risk, identify a mean, and create a majority pattern and predict it.
Okay. Just to stay in the timing, there is about 1 minute left, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Lilia. So where I'm seeing here, the most critical success factor will be time to market, and which will be easy to download, simple to use, safe and secure. We collect data from public data sets, train the model, maintain data integrity. And it should also have a good performance, scalable. And the thought process here is once we are able to predict properly, then we can connect to the extensions like COVID test centers, HCP, and pharmacy, and we can redirect these potential patients directly and have a test at the home itself. And if it is critical, they can join the hospital. And expectation is like if this idea is flop, then we can expect like 100 users, and if it is super hit, we can go up to 100 million. So that's where we are seeing into scalable. I think technology stack can be included as machine learning, mobile platform, and storage cloud. And the budget expected approximately on an average, I'm expecting here as of now is $30K. So thank you, Lilia. So I'm done with my presentation.
You are right on time. Amazing work, actually, with the timing. Thanks a lot. It was amazing presentation. Now let's jump to questions. Any of the experts, please feel free to unmute yourself, and I'm putting a timer for the Q&A session. So who wants to go first? Please start with asking a question.
So I may, if that's okay with everyone. I just have a question about this expected budget with $30,000. What is the budget structure, and what are the main costs for this 30,000? How do you came to this amount?
Yeah, honestly speaking, Jan, it's very ballpark estimate and ballpark budget estimate, and I really did not jump into exact details. The reason is I was having very limited time, but what I was expecting is a kind of 1 to 2 developers, myself as a product manager and BA, and if needed, we might need one data scientist and one testing. So these 3 to 4 people forming a team can give up a product in minimum time, say 1 to 3 months. That's what my expectation was. So that's how I came up with this idea. If we are going to do it in late time, I don't think this works out, because by that time, someone might have entered, or this COVID situation might have gone subsidized.
Mm-hmm. And what about the revenue stream? What would be the ways of raising the money for operations?
Yeah, good point. So I missed it because of the time constraint. Yeah. So here I see that if it is a flop or super duper flop, then we might lose. But if it is hit, say touching about 1 million downloads, my plan is up to 1 million downloads. It should be free download, so that whatever we collect data sets from public domain, as well as if needed from private as well as hospital or health sectors, if that model can give a good accuracy, but the best fit can only come in real time, right? So we definitely come up with one free up to 1 million downloads. So thereon the accuracy rate will increase. So then we can charge with a minimal plan.
Thank you.
Subscription plan. Yeah, that will help in revenue generation, as well as we can have tie-ups with other COVID test centers, HCPs, and pharmacies, where we will recommend. And this will give a lot of faith and trust, because we are predicting that you are going to fall sick in next 7 days. And we say that be ready with this test center, which is available to you. And you can also get HCP consultation if needed. So we can create an ecosystem here. Right now, maybe it might be looking very small, but once if the accuracy levels keep on increasing and once users start downloading it, I see there will be a very bigger ecosystem altogether, and that will give you a lot of revenue generation from connections as well, or networking as well.
Awesome, thank you. We have 2 more questions. One from one from Uday, and the second one is from me. So Uday, please go first.
Thank you. Hi, Rajesh. Great idea, very relevant to the times we are in. 2-pronged question from me. One is, you're collecting all this data from multiple sources. So how are you addressing GDPR for European market? So data privacy with respect to how are we managing that? And the second one that you have on the slide is train the model. Now, especially with life sciences and things like this, the data set has to be humongous, which means it will take time to collect. Secondly, it will take time for the algorithm to train up to get to the accuracy level. So the delay that you're looking between predicting, saying, okay, you're going to fall sick in a week time, and the time where your algorithm is building that intelligence, how do you plan to bridge that?
Yeah, those 2 points. When I was analyzing and building this plan or idea, I faced it. Yeah, I agree on those 2 points, Uday. One is how do we ensure that data is secure and safe? Yeah, so we need to follow the GDPR rules, where if we take US domain, we can get HIPAA compliance. Example, I'm just putting an example. And we need to follow those guidelines, and it is good always to tie up with existing players rather than obtaining ourselves from scratch, which will obviously take a lot of time. So that's one point. And if we go with AWS cloud solution, AWS is already having some kind of HIPAA compliance and other health domain related, as well as geographical related compliance certificates, which should address that point. Yes. But obtaining public data sets or government or health domains data sets, it's difficult. Yes, I completely agree. When I checked that's one of the challenge, and we need to explore that. Yes, it's humongous, and I hope this cloud should address that huge storage. That's the reason why I have mentioned here storage point, but did not talk. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, awesome. And
sorry, did I address the answer, Uday? Sorry, Lilia.
Sure.
Yes, but I'm happy with the answer.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
Yes, Lilia,
thank you, guys. Yeah, sorry, I have to interrupt here. And we will actually go to the next presenter to ensure we give everybody a chance to pitch. And the next presenter is Vladislav. So Vladislav, the stage is yours. We're super excited to hear your idea.
Thank you.
Please feel free to share the screen. Thank you, Rajesh.
I still cannot. I think Rajesh should stop sharing.
Okay, could we please make sure that Vlad has a chance? All right.
I stopped. Is it? Are you able to see my screen?
Okay. Yes, that's great. So Vlad, try again.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. We can see your screen, and the timing starts now. So please go.
Okay. So guys, I work as a senior business analyst and Epam, and for some period of time, I had an idea for the application, and turns out that there is a great event when I can present it. So please see at my app. The app called Mention, and it helps to visualize the house and get a ballpark figure of the cost. Also, I would like to say that it's a B2C product, and it will have both web and mobile versions. Next, the main idea of the product is to allow users to visualize the house and gauge the cost of the house. In general, the user journey consists of 3 main steps. First, decide to build a house, then you can create a sketch, and then the system provides you with a ballpark cost. What about industry? It's engineering and construction industry, and it's one of the biggest industry. According to Deloitte Outlook, industry consists of $2 trillion in 2020. And in the same time, the industry still not leverage benefits of digital solution. I mean, the market is massive, and there is a lot of opportunity to develop and a lot of opportunities to create new apps, new digital solutions. There are a number of initiatives for this market. For example, it could be control and plan of supply, control plan work of the construction place. Also, it could be autonomous machines. But I find that the most promising are using pre-manufactured materials and creating 3D blueprints of buildings. I think that these two solutions or these two opportunities are kind of a low-hanging fruits, and we can stick to any of them. Also, according to Deloitte Outlook, 76% of executives indicate that they are likely to invest in at least one digital technology in 2021. So we have a market here. I would like to talk about current landscape, and I suppose that when people can work from anywhere, they will strive to move from city apartment to their houses. And we can see it even now. For example, in the graph from Zillow, we can see that prices for the houses in big cities, like huge IT hubs, like San Francisco, probably Los Angeles, are going down. It's not plummeting, but still, and houses like in cities like Denver, it's a growing high-tech hub. It's growing in 9% year per year. So for such mature market as US market, it's a huge numbers. So in the current landscape, people will be able to and are able to work from anywhere. Number of new houses will increase, and real estate prices in big cities go down now, and it will go down further. So people will move outside big cities. Next, I think that we need to evaluate idea, but prior to that, I would like to provide you some envelope back on the envelope estimates of the market size. So I'll calculate two of them. First, for the market of the whole design of the houses, when our app can replace designers and engineers, it's $63 billion per year. And the second estimate is amount of money that people can spend for an application. People can use our app in addition for the design and pay only for the map. So it's $460 million per year. So it's lower, but it's the lowest estimates we can get. Here are the information about the product combined in one page. I would like to outline only some points of this, like vitamin versus painkiller. Vitamin is the product that it's nice to have and which doesn't meet real users' problems and doesn't resolve real users' needs. And painkiller is the product that anyone would like to create, because it's the product that users strive for, and it's basically the product that that sells itself. So you don't need to put a lot of efforts in it. So obviously everybody wants to create a painkiller, and I think the product is a painkiller per se. When we get down to the main problems, there are two of them. Like, first of all, visualize ideas about the house, and the second, provide price of the house. Sure, could be others, like calculating amount of materials or negotiating with designers or play with the apps, but in the end of the day, there are only two main problems: visualization and providing price of the house that people can use. Value proposition was created based on the problems, based on the product's strengths. So when you just want to build a house and it's not easy to take the first steps, it's not even understandable how your house might look and how much it will cost. And Mention lets you visualize your idea using a predefined set of materials, then get a ballpark cost you can refer to. To be aligned and focus and keep focus, there are two super important parts for the application. So down the road, this focus can be changed, but for now, I think that vision for the product is live in your ideal house, and mission, provide people with a tool to visualize your ideal house as easy and fun as playing with Lego. People I consider to be the audience meet two parameters, like they want to build a house, and they are neither professional engineers nor architects.
30 seconds left, okay?
Okay.
30 seconds, thank you.
Okay. So also, now I will go very fast. I created persona to combine all that I know about the system and about an application. I created strategy for 2 steps, like first year, second year. Next, I created MVP. It's a spreadsheet which counts only the amount of material, not price. Okay. Can we have a couple more seconds?
10, he's left.
Okay, so It's MVP. For the MVP, I created CGM. It's only for MVP. And made customer development with 5 interviews and collected feedback. The most crucial feedback that people need cost of the house, not cost of materials. And
I'm sorry, but
yes.
I'll have to interrupt you here because we have to have equal conditions for all the participants. So thank you very much for your presentation. And we will start with Daria for the questions. And then I will read a few questions from the chat, okay? So Daria, please go ahead with your questions.
Thank you a lot. It was a great presentation and super idea that will be helpful for me, particular maybe. But let's discuss in more details your customer segment. Who are those people? And what house they are planning to build? Okay, so before discussing who are the people and what houses, I would like to outline how the application works. It works based on predefined. I don't need to know how the application works. I would like to know what are the people who are your target audience. Okay, so why we target that audience? Because application uses a predefined set of materials. That's why target audience that are the people that are not professionals, but they want to create a house. So means they could take an application and from the predefined set of elements, they can create it by their own. So 2 points, like they have an idea that they want to create a house, to build a house. They could have a place to build a house, they could have a project, or they could have neither of these, but they're not professionals. Okay. In the internet, we have already lots of agencies and lots of sites where I can find lots of different architecture projects for the houses with different visualizations inside, outside, and with the price of the project itself and the price of building this house. Of course, everything is done in some basic way. So what is the main difference of your application in combining with these agencies? Just taking into the account that I reviewed here lots of houses and there are plenty of them just to choose one of them with different things. And do you have an ability to create your own house on this web application, or you need to go to the designers and say what you want to have? If we are talking in particular, I can find, I just need to understand why people would like to have this second structure like Lego. When they have plenty of different architecture projects from great architects with that worked in collaboration with great designers, and there are lots of different interesting plans that they can use, and maybe they have found some ideas that never come to their head. My idea was that they would like to use the app because they can create something by their own. And if they create it by their own, the system, like on the second iteration, will calculate this house. So the application can replace designers and engineers. So at the end of the day, it will be cheaper and customizable. Okay. Just one small question and that's all.
All right, sounds good.
And in what case person would like to create the project by their own instead of using a designed project?
For example, when I built my house, I wanted to create it by my own, but I have an experience in civil engineering, probably this is the case. My friends who built a house, they created by their own. And honestly, I know that the phrase that I'm not representative and I shouldn't rely on myself or on my friends, but from their perspective and from what I heard, mostly customization is the most valuable. They could choose, at least they will be able to choose.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Daria, for the great questions, and Vlad, good job with the answers. Okay, so now a few questions from the chat, okay, from our audience. So Vlad, what's your estimate on the accuracy of the model?
What do you mean by, we can't ask what was meant by the accuracy? Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's like a question about like estimation of costs, like, you know, from in different countries, the cost will be rather different. So do you like, how do you estimate the accuracy of your model? Like how your users will be able to rely on the calculations made by the model?
It will be not exact calculation, as I said at the very beginning. It will be a ballpark calculation, and the application will need to have localization, because we understand that on Belarus and the US market, cost will be different. So that we need to have like different areas. And for this particular area, we will have a database with houses, with similar houses, and based on that information.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. And one more question. So the target of the application is only for the US engineers market, right? Or is it like an application that is targeted globally?
It will be, people will be able to use it globally, but as I said, target is the US, because we need to have this kind of localization from the point of view of prices. And the second point, that the application will use like predefined elements, and these predefined elements will be based on the most standard houses on some market. So we need to start for something, and the US market is the biggest one. It's like logical to start with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great, thank you. And the very last question, who are your competitors for this app in the target market? This is also a question from the audience, the last one.
To be honest, I didn't find a lot of them. I didn't find any, but I couldn't, probably I didn't put a lot of efforts to find them. Obviously, there are a lot of them, but I don't know them yet.
Okay, sounds good. And actually we have 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done with the questions. Okay, so thank you very much. We're done. And now we are moving on to the next presenter. Thank you, Vlad. Good job and good luck with the finale. And now our presenter is Rahul. He will tell us about his product. So Rahul, good luck, and the stage is yours. Please share with us your screen. All right, it takes a few seconds for us to set up everything.
Thank you. I'm sharing my screen, just give me a moment.
Awesome. And for the audience, remember that we have a Q&A session. For Vlad, there were a few questions. So this presentation also will be happy to receive a few questions from the audience. So please feel free to post there. And Rahul, the stage is yours. I'm starting the timer since I can see that you have shared the presentation.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see. Yes.
Yeah. So hello, everybody. This is Rahul. I'm senior business analyst working with Epam. And imagine that you are watching Netflix with coffee, like I'm doing right now, and your brother kicks in, and his name is Peter, and he's saying, Rahul, I want to do a course on Java. Can you help me with that? And you don't want him to disturb you because you're enjoying a nice show on the Netflix, and you say, go away, just go on Google, just search on Java. He went and he searched Java, and he found tons of materials out there. Now he's very young. He don't know which platform to go. There is LinkedIn Learning, there is Udemy, there's a lot of posts on Java, but he's confused. Now what to do? Now internet have eased a lot many things for us these days, right? On a fingertips, you can go and check a lot many of materials, but it brings confusion, right? You go and search and search. If I want to do a course in product management, I will go search a lot, and after 5 hours, I will find some, right? This problem we are addressing here, and the product name is Idea Spill. Now, what is the problem, right? The problem is that you are not able to identify which platform you want to prefer, because tons of material out there you can take. You are not informed which platform will give you that course for the cheapest price. You don't know which platform is liked by a lot many people for that particular topic. And you're also not aware of a lot many platforms which is already there in the market. So you don't know yet that platforms, right? These are the problem which we are trying to address here. Now, what is the idea, right? Now, the idea is in 4 phases. The first, you will get all the platform in one place. And to visualize that, just think of Skyscanner. You don't go on each
I'm
platform.
sorry, Rahul, we only see your first slide, so that you know.
One second.
It seems like you shared the screen with the presentation PowerPoint. Yeah, see all of that at
yes,
once.
A little technical difficulty on the Jan's side. Yeah, we only can see one, the first screen. So yeah, maybe if you can just select a different screen, we'll be able to see it.
Yeah, sorry, Rahul, you shared not the launched presentation, but the presentation in the edit mode. So we see it in the edit mode.
Oh, is 1 second.
Yes, so we see this one where you are now focusing, right?
Okay, a little technical difficulties.
Sorry for that.
It's okay.
Check. Why are not seeing?
Maybe if you will select a different slide and like try to, you know, select each individual slide that you're talking about, that will solve it.
I'm not able to go back to meeting. It's paused. 1 second.
Okay, so you stopped sharing a screen. Okay, so guys, yeah, technical issues happen sometimes. So this means that we're really live. So a few seconds for our presenter to catch up, and we will resume. Okay, so we are almost there.
Can you see now?
We still can see your first.
So Rahul, it seems that you are pressing to launch the presentation after you are sharing the screen of the presentation. So you need to do vice versa. First launch it and then select the launched window.
Okay. All right. So while we're trying to figure this out, how about somebody, I can try to share a screen. How about that? Because I believe I also have the presentation of Rahul's, okay? So give me just a second and we will try to work this way. Oh no, I actually do not have the presentation. Well, at least we tried.
I will send you my my presentation because I guess I'm having some problem with Zoom here.
Yeah, it's okay. Send me the presentation. Yeah, and we will try a different way.
Okay, so.
While we're trying to resolve the problem, maybe Raman, I will put you on the spot. Tell us a little bit about the current trends for product management in Epam, and I will try to chat with Rahul meanwhile, okay?
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
So again, Epam is quite interesting in terms of product management because, of course, Epam is more targeted for the enterprises, right? And this much differs from what you usually see on the market. And I think that this is also an important trend worldwide. I can share with you, recently I've been doing a presentation on the product management, development, and found a couple of interesting reports. I guess that was product management focus, something like that, productmanagementfestival.com. And they had I think I can share that in chat. They have quite an interesting I don't know how to properly call it, not reports where they say that the product management as a competency is still not maturized within most of organization which have which has product management as a practice in general, which means there is quite a lot of place for consulting in this area. What I mean by this, right, that a lot of organizations who understand that now products are basically they are drivers of the company success. So now in this new world, you need to have a great product to basically be successful on the market. I mean software product, because everything goes online now. And of course, to do great products, you cannot just, put together a couple of sticks and stones and think that this is a good product which is working. You need to have a proper process of basically creating a product, a valuable product, which is more important. And now I think that more and more organizations will require that product management consulting, into building basically this product building processes for their organization. And this is also something that we are seeing at Epam. Like more and more clients are coming to us and they are asking like, guys, could you help us to build our product management processes, basically? And it's much more and it's much deeper than we like seen it before or had it before. So this is a real great consulting edge for all of us. Yeah, and I've seen Rahul is smiling, so yeah, probably the presentation already being shared. So yeah, just not to take more time on that, I think that was a small introduction on the trends from my side.
Yes, sure. Can you make it big, the presentation? In the presenter mode? Okay, so I talk about the problem already. What is the problem we are trying to solve here? Let's go to idea. You didn't see the screen of the problem? Yeah. So when you go out there and you search about Java, okay, I want to do a course on Java, and you would find tons of material out there on Java, on LinkedIn, Udemy, but you don't know which platform to choose, right? Because this Java material you will find in all these platforms, but which platform is good to go for? What is the cost of Java course on those platforms, right? So all these things, and you will waste a lot of time in choosing the course, money, and at the end you will think, okay, that course was not so good, right? So this is a huge problem with internet. And what we are trying to solve here, what is Idea Spell? This is a kind of platform just similar to Skyscanner. We'll see all the courses at one place, right? All courses from different platforms like LinkedIn, Udemy, Pluralsight, all the famous platform courses you will see at one place with the rating. So how many people like that particular course, right? Now you can also search with which course is, can you go, yeah, which course is free, which course is paid, and what is the duration of the course. So for example, if I want to do a course for example, half an hour or 1 hour, 2 hour, you can click over there and you will find all those courses listed down within that particular range. Now within a survey, it was found that 30% of time we spent on searching the course, right? Before doing it, we go on different platforms, we search the ratings, we go on YouTube, and at the mid of the course, you decide, okay, this course is not good to pursue, right? We spent 40% of money also. For example, I took a course on Udemy and I didn't like that course and I paid for that course and I dropped in between, right? So, and again, you go on some different platform to that particular course. So there is wastage of money also here. And what is trending, we are not aware of, right? So now the Bitcoin is in news, but you will not know unless you go and search these. So when you will come to this platform, it will show also what is trending and which all things, which are professions companies needing more, what is the hot skill there, right? And if you come back and rate the course on the platform, you will get coupons. So next time you will go and take courses on this particular platform, you will get discount on that, right? So this is the idea of the Idea Spell platform. Now let's see what is the persona and we are targeting here. So we have 3 types of persona. The primary one are the students who want to do courses and enhance their skill and to get a job. The secondary persona is the professional like us who want to do certifications, who want to grow in career, who want to diverse our skills and all. And the tertiary one is anybody who want to learn something, right? So we are catering everybody, but our main focus is on student in the beginning, and then we'll go from there. The platform will be on both application and web, whatever you prefer. The next slide, please. Now, what problem we are trying to solve here, right? And what is there? So how will make this application benefit for both people and both for the application developer? The first, you will get to know different learning platforms, which you are not aware of. Believe me, there are tons of material out there. There's a website called strategycherry.com, which is by Robin Thompson. It's a very good website for strategy. But if
Sorry,
you go and
1 minute left, okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll complete in 1 minute. So it's very good platform for different strategy, but people are not aware of it, right? So these all platform you will get on Idea Spell when you go and search, right? So you will save time. You will save your money. So if something is available for free, why should pay for that, right? And you will also get many materials which is not available directly on this platform raised. And how the company will make money, right? So once we have a lot many people coming on the platform, once we have the traffic on the platform, we can go and talk to all the different platforms which have a huge audience to bring in there, because they don't want to lose this application to come in and get the traffic from here. And also we'll have ads, different kind of ads on this particular platform regarding the study materials, regarding the study courses. And this is how the application will make profit. And yeah, that's it. I don't want to take that much time.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, thank you very much. So I will stop sharing my screen. And now let's go to the questions. All right, so Uday has a question to ask. And Raman, thank you very much for covering here at this technical issue part. Okay, Uday, please.
Hi, thanks. Hi, Rahul. So this kind of looks like an aggregator of all the learning platforms providers, right? So that's
Exactly.
in a nutshell, it's an aggregator service. How difficult is it for somebody to come and knock it off and then take the business away from you? Have you thought about how do you run this in a long-term basis? And the student, when you say your primary audience starting with the students, now what is the sector that you're covering? Because you have elemental all the way to engineering or PhDs and masters. And if you look at the depth of knowledge you need to cover, and the aggregation itself is going to be a nightmare. How do you manage your subset given you're already targeting a major chunk of audience with the right word go?
So we are starting with the IT field because IT is growing a lot. So all the courses which are related to IT, we are starting with that. And why student we are focusing? Because you see now when the students are going out of college, even in IT companies, they're not well ready directly go and work in the companies. They need some training out there. Either before COVID was heading in physical relations, so they used to join some coaching session. But during this time, entire COVID period, there was a huge jump in this kind of platform where people used to go and get the courses. But the problem was they were not able to get the right course, right? So first we are starting with different main courses which is there in the stream. For example, Java, .NET, and all these things. And more traffic will get on the platform. This is how we'll go more delve deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper there later, right? So we're starting with the major courses and then we'll go deep into that. But if I'm talking about main course Java, you will get all the platform which have Java, which is like good platforms. All good platforms will be there on the idea as well.
Yes, but what you're forgetting is to get those platforms onto your product. There is a lot of legwork in signing up legal contractual agreements and then payment subscriptions and whatnot. Have you thought about that? What kind of market research have you put into that?
Yeah, so you will not do the course on my platform itself. You will go to that platform itself, right? So once you click on the course, you will go to the LinkedIn or you will go to the Udemy platform. But we are sending you to that particular platform, right? So we will not do anything, and we are just providing you a way to go to that platform at one place.
So redirect aggregation is via redirects. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great, thank you. Any more questions from our experts? Who wants to go next?
Actually, I have one question. How would you evaluate the correctness of the training materials, and whether there will be some kind of opportunity to provide the feedback on what people are learning actually?
Exactly. So this is the one of the thing which we are thinking of. So once you will do the course, right? So did you like the course? When you will come back to our platform and rate that particular course, you after a set of few likes, you get coupon from the platform. That this coupon, if you apply the next time on a course which you will do from our platform, you will go get some discounts. For example, if a Udemy course is costing you $14, if you apply that coupon, you will get that course for $13 itself. So this will make you to come back again on our platform to rate it. And in turn, Udemy, what it gets, Udemy gets visibility, right, in terms of all the courses. So this is how we'll rate the course.
Will you be integrating with the feedback that is already available on those portals like Udemy or LinkedIn Learning or any other?
Exactly, but we also want to have our own rating, right? So the people are going from this particular platform. We also want that rating to be visible to the people, that how many people love that particular course. In that case, your sorting out will be much faster instead of going, because then you have to go to that particular platform and see the rating of that course, right? But we are giving you upfront rating, okay? And you can compare also between the different courses. So for example, you can go and put a filter most rated course in Java segment. So most rated course will pop up. It can be very small platform also, but people are liking it, you will get it.
Apart of the ads, are there any other ways to raise revenue for using the application?
So yeah, so if you see the Google Map, what Google Map does is when you go to a particular place, it will show you the different restaurant in the order. So the more the restaurant pay, the more ordering will be there, right? So in this particular platform also, ad revenue is there, but once we have a huge traffic, we will take the money from the people who want to be on our platform later, not only in the initial stage, but if you want to be on our platform, you have to pay upfront some charges, and that that will pay off in longer term, right? So there are very famous bloggers who write very good blogs. For example, medium.com, UX Matter is very famous blogs for UX and for product managers. So these kind of platform, they started free in the beginning, but now they charge you some money to read the articles, right? In the same way. So once we have the people coming in, we will start charging from the people, not from you who are coming on the platform, but from the course providers.
Which might end up in losing the audience, because if something is for free, people will use it. If something will start to get paid, people will try to find different source.
But once you have huge audience, at least the churn rate will be less, right? And then we find multiple ways also to reduce the churn rate later.
Optimistic thinking. Uday, Roman, do you have any other questions?
Just maybe a small question from my side, Rahul. Did you do already any competitors analysis? Was there already any platforms who are working in this market, and maybe your competitive advantage, which you think you'll have comparing to them? Because it seems the idea itself is quite easy to copy, right? So you'll need to have something really like specific for your platform.
Exactly. The idea seems very easy, but I checked. We don't have direct-to-direct competitors in this particular market, right? We found some, but it's not on the same idea. So they are targeting, okay, on Java you will find few stuff, but on bloggers or video channels, but all aggregation of all is not there in the market, right? The main advantage of this idea, if you start in the beginning and once you get the traffic, it's very difficult to copy. So as soon as you start working on it and get the traffic, then it can be copied. I have already started the pilot version of it. Like we are developing. It's not released yet, but the MVP is in progress of this.
Yeah, you get all the perks of being first, right?
Yeah, so that's the idea.
Okay, thanks.
Uday?
I'm trying to figure the premium. So all these course providers, they have premium segments of courses and then the basic ones, right? So for premium, there is a payment gateway that is involved. There is a whole account management and auto management pieces built into it. But for me to get to that, I need to sign into your app and then link all my other accounts into the app. How are you planning on managing those integrations? So if I have accounts with Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, and 20 other providers, right? I need to have an account with all of them. Are you saying you will create your account one time I create it, is going to create accounts everywhere? Or if you do, how do you then manage paid content in that case?
So we will use the APIs of this particular platforms, right? So we'll send this platform few of your details, for example, your name and what all things they need to create ID on that particular platform. So we'll use the APIs as same as Skyscanner does. Right. So like if you need your name, phone numbers, and all these details to enroll for that particular course, those APIs we will take and will send to that particular platform. But in the beginning, it will not be like that. This is I'm talking much later, when you will get some traffic and these platform will recognize you, right? In the beginning, it will only send you to that particular course, and you have to do all the things there. In the beginning, just we are providing you the course information at one place, which is most liked, which is cheap, and which is best course. You have to do that. But later, these all things will be also there, because then we have to show them also, because why they will give you API in the beginning as a small company, because they already have a huge audience.
Exactly where my question was. So given you are brand new, you are never, unless it's a public API, you're never going to get access to that.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, it's later. Yeah.
All right. Being conscious of the time and knowing that we have still many other presentations to have in today's Product Management University, BA and Product Management Community Z days, I would like to thank all of the speakers and all of the presenters for amazing products and amazing ideas for the products. What will happen now is that the jury will go lock themselves in the room and will try to brainstorm ideas, thoughts, comments, opinions. And at the closure of today's conference, we will announce the result. So Vlad, Rajesh, Rahul, thank you so much for sharing your ideas with us. Thank you to everyone who watched online and shared your questions. If there are still some questions that are unanswered, dear speakers, please go to the Community Z portal and answer any questions still outstanding from our audience about your products. And I will keep my fingers crossed for the good results of today's presentations.
And sorry again for the glitch which I had for the presentation. So
Nothing, nothing to worry about. This is proof that we are doing this live. This is not pre-recorded, and this is the famous demo effect that we in the IT world meet on a daily basis. Sometimes even technology requires a weekend.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks a lot.
And thank you also to the jury for your questions, and I will keep my fingers crossed for a good evaluation of all of the ideas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. See you on the next.